All right, so what I wanted to talk about here is finding the area of a trapezoid. And what we're going to do is we're going to explore this two separate ways. So the first way that we're going to explore this is by breaking this entire thing up into two triangles. So one thing I could do is I could draw a line from this corner to this corner and try to find the area of this triangle and this triangle separately. So we have the formula for the area of a triangle is 1/2 base times height. And so the base is always a side of the triangle, and this would be one of our sides. So that's going to be 1/2 times 6 as our base. And then the height is the perpendicular distance. That's this line right here from that side to the opposite vertex. And so that's kind of one of the beauties about a trapezoid is the distance between the two bases is going to be the height for both triangles. And that distance is 4. So now what I need to do is take 1/2 of 6, which is 3, times 4 is 12, and my units are inches squared. So that's the top triangle. I'll go ahead and write the area there. Now the next one is a little bit more tricky. For this one, we need the base, but we need, in order to figure out what the base is, we also need to somehow figure out what this length is, because the base of this second triangle goes all the way from here to here. Now, there is a clue that's given to you. The clue that you have here is that we have this mark there and the same mark here. That means these two line segments are the same length. So if this one is 4 inches, this one is going to be 4 inches. And that means that the entire base here is 7 plus 4, or 11 inches. So now in order to find the area of this second triangle, we're going to take 1/2 the base, which is 11, times the height, which is 4. And when we do that arithmetic, we're going to get 1/2 of 44, or 22 inches squared. Now all we have to do to find the answer is to add our two areas together. 22 plus 12 is 34, and the units are squared. So that's one way to solve this problem. The other way to solve it is to focus on the formula for the area of a trapezoid. So if you know that formula, you can use that formula straight from the beginning. So that formula is to take 1/2 of the height and multiply that by the sum of the two bases. So this is what the formula looks like. Now let's see how to use it. It helps if we focus on identifying all the variables and see if we know them. Like, do we know the height? Do we know both of the bases? In this case, we definitely know the height. The height is 4 inches. We know one of the bases is 6 inches, and we need to figure out the other base, and we're going to use the exact same technique. We know that these two pieces are the same length because of this symbol. So this is 4 inches, and altogether this is 11 inches. So now I'm going to use my formula. I'm going to substitute in all of the values in order to find the area. So the area is going to be 1/2 the height, which is 4. And then that's multiplied by the sum of the two bases. The bases are 6 plus 11. So 1/2 of 4, well, we actually will just, first let's add. 6 plus 11 is 17. And then 1/2 of 4 is 2, times 17 is 34. and the units must be squared. Now keep in mind, you cannot get full credit on this problem on a test if you do not include the units and know that the units have to be squared. And so if you are not sure how to put that answer in the computer, there are multiple ways. I could say 34 inches squared. I could just write squared. Or I could write 34, I put inches, and then this symbol is a symbol for making a, this is a symbol for making something squared. And so what I'm going to do is, this is another way of finding that area. So,
Miss Kaufman?
1 second.